Hey everyone, it's Ian McLaughlin with Road to Freedom RV Rentals, and I'm going to do a quick walk around of our camper to show you guys kind of the ins and outs, so that way if you have any questions, this video might be able to help you when you rent the camper from us. So real quick here, we'll spin this around, and there's the RV that we rent out. It is a 35-foot box, rear bunkhouse with four beds in the back, one full, three twin. Has a main bedroom up front with a queen size bed, a pull-out couch that turns into a full bed, and then also the kitchen dinette turns into a full bed, so you can sleep quite a few people. It helps us with our 4 children, 2 of which are large teens, and then a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old that need to have some space to bop and pop around here. So we'll do a quick walk around and show you some of the things. On this, it does have an outdoor shower. We are going to get that lock repaired so you don't have that ugly duct tape, but there is an outdoor shower here. So you guys can use this to rinse your big pots and pans or rinse off feet if you guys have been to the beach. Also back here, you're going to find the city water connection. Okay, this is important. If your campground offers hookups for your water, you would plug in your hose right here. Now this is located on the back of the unit. Also back here is the black flush tank. Now if you guys are going to be dumping the tanks, you will want to dump the black tank first and hook up our sanitation hose to this and run it to your water so you can flush out any of the solids that might be in that black tank. You always want to do the black tank first and then the gray tank. Obviously the black tank going through last, you're leaving all the sediment of that black tank in the line. It's a little stinky, you don't want to mess with that. This is your water heater. You guys shouldn't have to mess with this, but if you ever need to locate it or for whatever reason troubleshoot something, it is located on the back of the unit. You simply turn that tab to pull it down. You have your drain and also your plug here. That's usually the only 2 things that you ever have to check if you ever see something leaking, is usually those 2. Goes back on like such. Spin the latch. She's good to go. On the side of our unit here, you're going to find your power supply. So this, again, if you have hookups at your campsite, you will use this. You will use our 50 amp line. So again, you're going to have a 50 amp plug for this that will run from this to your electrical post at the campsite. We do offer adapters, so if you need a 30 amp adapter, we have it. We do also provide a surge protector that will connect to the power at your campsite. Below this here is your dump tank. This is your sewage tank. This is where your black and your gray tanks will be emptied. You will see the handles are color coded, so you have your gray handle here, your black handle here. Again, always flush the black tank first, then your gray tank. We supply sewer hose and all the connections to hook up and dump your tanks. And guys, if for whatever reason you do not want to dump your tanks, we will do it for a fee and you guys don't have to mess with it. However, we can't come during your camping trip. So if you guys decide that you need to have your tanks dumped in the middle of your camping trip, you may need to contact a honey wagon at the campground, or if your campground does have full hookups at the site, you will be able to dump the tanks there. But if you don't want to dump them before returning the unit, we can dump your tanks. It will be a fee though, so just an FYI on that. Cross over here, guys, you're gonna see your freshwater connection. So this is only going to be used if you do not have campground connection for the back. This is a 40-gallon water tank that you can fill up if you do not have campground hookups. Okay, we can fill this up for you. typically when we talk to you prior to your reservation, we will ask if your campsite has full hookups and if you need fresh water filled into that tank before you get to camp. So we will find that out and we will resolve it if we have to. We'll make sure you guys have water. Now the unit is solar ready, which we don't have solar, so you don't have to worry about that, but this is your solar right here. Here is your satellite, and then here is your cable. Okay guys, so if your campground does offer cable or satellite, you guys can connect it. Now if we move just lower beneath this unit here, you're going to see some lines. That line right there is your freshwater drain. So if you needed to drain out the water for whatever reason, it was open because we were draining it out from the last renters, you would just pop that open right there and let your freshwater tank drain out. Up front guys on the unit, you'll have a light in case you need to use it at nighttime to make sure no one walks into your hitch or the tongue of the trailer, but really what you want to see here is located below this are your propane tanks. So we look in here, and this is where we'll turn our propane tanks on or off. Most likely you guys will have them on just in case. The refrigerator inside does use both gas and electric. I typically run it on electric when we're hooked up at a campsite, but again, you will be supplied with 2 full tanks of propane in case you need them. Now if we go over to the passenger side compartment guys here, this will be on the door side of the camper, so you're the camp side of the camper. Again, you'll have keys to open these up, or we'll leave them open for you, but this is where all of the stuff that you guys will need for camp will be located. If you guys are getting it delivered, we will set all of this up for you. We will use the levelers to level it. We will use the X-Chalks to chalk in your wheels and make sure you guys are solid for camping. But this pretty much has everything in it, tools in case you guys need something. If you guys are setting up camp yourself, it has X-Chalks, it has the levelers, it has wood for your front jack if you need it, it has jack pads for the stabilizer jacks below, and there's some tutorial videos on those individual things as to how to set up camp, but this will all be provided to you guys, so you will have everything you need to set your camp up.